And here I stand, at the end of it all. 3 blows to the heart, yet still I stand tall. What cruel hand of fate would take you from me, deciding one's not enough, and so takes all 3? First the grower, who along with his crops, helped grow this young lad and whose love never stops. Then second the watcher, who would gaze upon me, and always be waiting with fresh cup of tea. Then thirdly took place what I can only describe as the most shocking departure to which I did not subscribe. Whilst coming to accept the first 2 goodbyes, this one left me broken, with tears in my eyes. Though her age was present, it was never a factor into the state of her being, nor did it distract her, for a woman like her was quite hard to come by. For every block in her path her spirit stayed high. For a woman so youthful in all her own ways, you'd believe she'd be given more than just days. A woman who could turn all her weakness to strength, and to achieve all she could would go to great length. A woman who knew caring didn't always mean nice. A woman who knew the true meaning of sacrifice. A hardened exterior with old-fashioned views, concealing soft inner heart, too beautiful to lose. The breaking of which created hard outer shell, so that if 'should return, she could learn to repel. Yet she, despite how harsh to her loved ones could be, never could raise such a voice toward me. Though we were parted for a good many year, you returned the same grandma that I held dear. And with me you remained for as long as you could, and spoiled me none end as I knew you always would. Fanatic you became about the things I would do, no matter how unusual I thought they'd be to you. Life in your presence was such a happy time, and the thought of losing that is perhaps the greatest crime. From standing outside school with a rainbow cake, to attending my shows with your love to intake. From those bright sunny walks by the river Wansbeck, to when you'd say, "You're too tall, you're giving us a stiff neck." You never failed, despite hardship, to make my life brighter, and I will always remember you, Grandma, as the fighter. And perhaps the most beautiful thing about you, I'll recall, came unexpectedly at the end of it all. As I returned one last time for the moment I dread, a family reunited was sat by your bed. An achievement I had once thought impossible to do could of course have been accomplished by someone like you. Now all 3 are gone, and what remains in my woe is a small silver pocket watch from the first of you to go. A man whom I knew only briefly at the start returns at the end to enlighten my heart. He reminds me that our time is short as it stands, and we can't always keep up with its ever-changing hands. For my brief time with him, I imagine, was pleasant. And so it was with all of you, from start until present. For the times we each shared were so full of love, and happy memories you can cling to as you travel above. Happy memories I have of you, and forever they shall recur. For grand you all were called, and grand you all were.